So I want to show you this before I put those out again, because we have a couple of issues. So I think it's a trip to Red Bay, just saying.
It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Sefner, Florida, about to inspect this Tiffin Allegro Bay 45 OPP. Now, I've got a really good feeling about today, so let's hope at lunchtime I still have that feeling. Our customers are hoping we don't call before noon, so we'll see you at lunchtime.
All right, first glimpse. This is beautiful. For people who don't know me, I'm really gung-ho for these. Those seamless slide avoid you in any way, shape, or form to be able to have water intrusion in your slide out. These were the best built construction, I think. On the 21, I didn't even know they still did this, so that was kind of cool. I just asked a question to Lowell because we just pulled in, and I'm already looking at the wear and tear on the tire. These edges are pretty, it shows that there's an issue. Bearing, alignment, there's definitely something wrong with this. If there's only 10, 15,000 miles, that is not good. Just saying. Other than that, I'm looking at everything in a quick glimpse. I already started the water heater, the aqua hot, it works. Every little light that we've done inside is, oh, they work. The typical one that we know doesn't work. So it does sound good, but again, I want to bring you on the other side because I got to remind you, we always talk about this, and I want to show you what this could do. Let's go over there. Okay, so the first thing that I always tell you, look at your seal, your wiper seal. For instance, this one is pretty tight, so it's just, it's sealing, we're good, but these are the typical Schwintek slide out, which I don't really care for, but hey, they put it on everything. So here's the deal. So imagine this, you haven't turned this. So now I come up here, and it says, okay, this should be, okay, well, this was what nice about this box. There's no seam, there's nothing. But what I'm saying about this is, here's your flap, but now you got water that comes in from everywhere, so where would it go? It goes right inside. So if those seals are not turned, and you can see they've never been turned, so we'll see inside what it does, but that's what you have to turn those seals. So turn them so they'll actually do what they're supposed to do. Don't you like it better this way? See what I'm saying? It's you know, these have never been turned. I mean, seldomly maybe they did, but so just remember this, keep this in mind. So I think we're going fishing right after this. What is this doing here? I don't know, but that's a lure right there. So I want to bring this topic. Let's say you're going to a dealership. I want you to tell me how you feel. You go to the dealership and they tell you, yeah, we agree you should have an independent inspector. Independent and inspector. Wait. We got a list. We got inspectors that come here a lot of the time. We can refer you to some. You can choose whoever you want. So if they really know the inspector, so how is that independent? Meaning, I know inspectors and I'm going to refer them to you. Could it be because if I have their back, they have mine? So I want you to think about this. When you're going to hire an inspector, and then a lot of inspectors are going to be pissed at me and shoot right over my head. I don't work for other inspectors. We're all independent businesses. And I want you to think about this and interview your inspector the right way. Try to sense the level of comfort that these salespeople or dealership have with this so-called inspector. Because if they used to be a tech working there, trust me, they're either a vendetta against them or they actually know how it works, so they'll work hand in hand with the dealership. So if I'm working hand in hand with the dealership or I buy my way in, I'm not going to say the kind of stuff that my wife is telling me to say. I'll leave it at this for people who follow us and they know us, and the inspector that are out there that know us. In French, we called it soudoyer, meaning I'm giving you something, a weekend, a cup of coffee. I'm buying my way in. If you feel that out of an inspector, who are they working for? You or them? So I don't know about you, but I like to have no relationship, none whatsoever, with any dealership, because I'm doing this independently and I'm working for you. We're there to protect your asset, and that's what you're going to find in an inspector. Just had to bring my 2 cents in there because I am in this industry, and I know what some inspectors do to get in good terms with dealership. So make a question, ask the right question, do your interview like you were hiring somebody. If you've never hired somebody, try to read between the lines. We've done some videos on this, and just check it out in our playlist. That'll give you an idea. Now let's go to work. Let's see what lunchtime's gonna bring us.
Come on in and see my first glimpse. Guys, I've got to tell you, I walked into this 2021 and said, wow, honey, let's buy this. It is beautiful. It is bright. It's light. I love all of the light color. Everything is really soft and mushy. I'm going through, I'm looking for my first glimpse. What can I see that might possibly be wrong with this unit? And I'm just not seeing anything except this little mark on the floor right there that my husband keeps on pointing at. Yes, it is dirty. That's true. But this thing is not filthy. It's actually beautiful, really nice. It even has a fireplace, so you can put your little bear rug in front of it. Oh, I'm just kidding. You're not going to want a bear rug in here. You're going to be RVing. But it is absolutely gorgeous. Again, coming into the closet, I'm saying, what could possibly be wrong with this thing? Geez, I even have a place to put my shoes on. I absolutely think this thing is gorgeous. I think this is an absolutely beautiful unit. We're going to do the Stow and Go soon, so stick around. Let's see how that goes. Let's talk about the Stow and Go in here. Coming through here, you kind of have to do the electric slide shuffle backwards, and then you can get to your booth dinette. You can cook, use your microwave, and then you can actually access the half bath and the refrigerator. You can actually get to your bed, slide right over the top. Wow, and I'm gonna tell you what, that's a comfy bed. So whoever gets this, pretty darn lucky. So I think that the Stow and Go is pretty good. What do you think? Put it in the comments below. If you like these videos, be sure to give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share with your friends. We've got to get the words out about RV inspections. So stick around. We've got something going on, and we're going to need to tell you at lunchtime.
All right, bringing you up to speed. So I want to show you this before I put those out again, because we have a couple of issues. So how would you feel if this is level, we're good, the slide box is supposed to be where it is, and now look, your frame is way lower. This is way lower than the top of your trim. So your chance of scraping this, you know, there's probably a place I can't even put a piece of paper here. So this is really low. Okay, what does it mean? Not much. Here, for the sealant, by the way, that's nothing. I mean, here it's an aluminum frame. It's below the floor trim, actually, so just keep an eye on it, but it doesn't really matter for our purposes. So this needs to go back up a little bit, because I'm out of line a little bit. Okay, so that's one of my guidelines. So this is sagging a little bit, but it's not sagging 3/4 of an inch. This will always touch this. So what's gonna happen down the road with this? Scuffing, mark, wear out, but whatever. Hey, get over yourself. It's a freaking RV. Let's go on the other side. So here's the difference. Here's my trim we were just talking about. See how much room I got there? I got space here. So I got room to adjust. Okay, well, the problem I'm having here is this is adjusted. The problem is in here. All right, so here's the deal with this slide out. So I want you to see it. See, that's the box right there. The roller bringing it up. And that's it. Now the rolls are bringing it up. It can't go any higher. But look in the back. See the scraping in the back? I hope you can see over there, but that's why it's scraping. This fiberglass is scraping right on the floor. So that's the best we can do. Is right there. You can see it's laying right down there. So what's our solution? Remember, it was a line when it was outside. In here, when this comes out, as you can tell, my floor, the box itself, the fiberglass box, is getting worn out. It's rubbing on the inside floor. So here's the outside. So here's the deal with the outside. So this is where you're scraping right there. See, there's no room anyway to put nothing there. So it's actually scraping all the way here. So it will eventually go through your box. So, I don't know. Maybe you're not paying enough for this. Maybe you should pay way more so it would be better. Are you kidding me? This is Tiffin. It is disappointing. So, for all this distance, it's rubbing inside. So Laura's asking me, but what is that going to do down the road? If I'm scraping my fiberglass in and out, this only has 18,000 miles. How many thousandths of an inch do I need to go through the fiberglass? I think it's a trip to Red Bay. Just saying. On another note, first thing this morning, I come into this tire. I'm going to show you what you can keep an eye on. So these are the edges of your tire. You know, it looks beautiful. And then all of a sudden, oh, okay, you see this. You see how this is worn out differently? Can you see this? Can you see this? So see here, it starts wearing out and it cups. It cups only here, and then it goes down and then comes back up. All right, so a couple of different choices. Could be your tire, bad tire. Michelin does bad tire all the time. No, they don't. Balancers are important. Maybe it has some, I didn't even check. So then it could be a bearing, kingpin. Here's a list of things that can happen. Keep an eye on those. Those are telltale signs to tell you, hey, I've got a problem. Can you check me out? So outside problem often shows inside issues. Just saying, just like in people, same thing. Just look at them and then you say, holy geez, who the hell tied their shoes this morning? Yeah, same thing with those. So honestly, I don't know where I stand here, but I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna send a message to our customer instead of calling him, because I don't want him to have a heart attack, because this is beautiful. I really like it, but I don't know where they stand about where do we want to go from here. Is it something fixable? Maybe. Red Bay, Abalama. Other than that, it smelled like crap in there when we got in this morning. I still don't know if that's solved. Let's go check if Laurel found something about that one.
Okay, so it's lunchtime, and going on what Pierre was telling you with the slide. When this slide comes in and out, this trim right here is incredibly loose. Now, when it's out, it's nice and tight, but when it comes in, it's really loose. When it goes out and it goes into place, it wiggles like this going into place. Not really sure what that's all about, but Pierre did show you. Also, we've got the slide roller marks on the floor, as you can see right here, and over here it is quite bright over here. So slide rollers from the street side slide. The other slide is the slide trim here in the bedroom. It is completely off. Okay, so I'm in the bedroom and this is the frame of the slide, and as you can see, it's off. So it's very loose, something that they're going to have to fix. Goes all the way up to the top. They're going to have to address that. So let's do a little subscriber shout out. Toy car collector, we see you and thank you. He told us in a comment, my wife doesn't understand why I watch all of your videos, but Pierre is my motivational coach, and I love the fact that I see people not ending up with a lemon. So thank you so much for chiming in and watching our videos. We appreciate you. In the comments below, tell us, with what we've shown you so far, is this a bust or a buy? Let us know what you think.
End of the day recap. This afternoon I was catching up, went onto the roof. Perfect. Everything is beautiful. It was well made. This is typical of Tiffin. But it's like it leaves the top and it doesn't go to the bottom. Now the latest thing, as Laurel is testing system inside, at the end of the day, it's 4:30 now. Oh, a day shade decided to not work anymore. The seat decided to not work anymore. Now we've got a blinker into our motherboard, so there is an issue. You were leaving when again? So, and by the way, those are child-proof, they're dumb-proof, and that's who we are. So trust me, if I can't make those work, that would happen to you too. So you never know when you're gonna leave, and that's the problem with those. A lot of us that knows RVing, we have this dreaded feeling that every morning we're gonna leave, We're pushing that button. We're hoping that that slide out is going to come in. We're hoping nothing can happen. I said it and I will say it again. This is the fastest way to travel for people not in a hurry. Just remember this. Oh, we were just talking with Mike and Susan yesterday from RV Blogger, and they told us their story about, oh, that morning when you need to leave at 9:30 to be up at the airport by 11:30, your slide out doesn't come in. Keep this in mind. This is an RV. It is consistently inconsistent. Other than that, I don't recall anything. Yes, I got little things here and there, but nothing detrimental to break a deal. I just have this electric thingy with the motherboard again. It's like, why don't they just leave toggle switch? But no. Everybody, the new generation, they all want, oh yeah, the new generation. They all want those electronic board. Who buys those unit? Newbies of 25 years old, 35 years old? I don't think so. Wouldn't you like to have a toggle switch? It works or it doesn't work. It works or it doesn't work. Whatever, that's my 2 cents. Now let's go check out what Laurel found inside.
So it's the end of the day, and guess what? Yes, the shower leaked. Not only did the shower leak, it was draining out in buckets underneath this coach, and Pierre's outside saying, "What are you doing? Where's the water coming from?" Yeah.
So this is from the shower. As we turn the shower on, turn it off. This is where it's coming. And it's not just drizzling. I mean, we're talking the drain underneath the shower, I'll bet you, is gone.
Yes, my shower was leaking inside, but man, it was coming out. And the smell in this coach, it's horrendous. If you could have a scratch and sniff on your phone right now, trust me, it would smell like really old gray water. It is really bad in here. So Pierre figures that's exactly where it was coming from this shower leak that's been happening for a while. The other thing that I had, so we have these beautiful panel lights over here, and this is where you can push to have your day shades and your night shades come down. Well, guess what? Only this side of the coach, they come down. On the galley side, nothing happens. I even have another panel over here. Same thing. Push the button, nothing happens. The shades do not come down. So we definitely have an issue there. And now talking about the shower, let's go into the shower stall. So coming in here, depending on how tall you are, right? So I'm a big old 5'2", 5 foot nothing. So as long as you're 76 inches and less, 6'4", you're going to fit in this shower stall just fine. So, you know, we always have the little ending to our video. It's not about the destination, it's all about the journey. Do you know why? Right here, today is a perfect example of part of our customer's journey. You search out that coach, you find what you feel is the perfect coach, you hire the perfect RV inspection team for you, and then you get it fixed, everything so that you can get out on the road into your journey and explore. So remember, and do never forget.
It's not about the destination, it's all about the journey.
So let's do a, what are you gonna do? You're gonna keep holding it there?
Yeah, except doesn't.
What's this thing called?
A bedroom stove.
A fireplace. So you can put your little. So let's see. My husband was aiming right at my no. You think he could keep it up? Up. My face.
I'm looking at this.
No, I don't know what I was saying, but my husband isn't following.